Love or selfishness? A friend request under the facade of a mask, an alluring smile, catching butterflies. A sudden charm, an opening of hope, and a flower path. Hands reaching out, showering warmth, only for a moment. It is not always possible for the heart to receive what it desires. When hope is broken, then what? A spiderweb surrounds me, trapping me from everywhere. It is not always easy to find someone who has your back, nor is it easy to live life depending on someone. Why do those who live close to the heart end up breaking it? In place of loyalty, why do they leave betrayal? Hello. My name is Ophelia Marlowe. Age 10. My dad. He's changed a lot. He gets really angry now, especially when he drinks. Mom and Dad fight a lot because of it. It makes me sad because we used to be so happy together. But now everything feels broken. Mom's always chasing after her dreams, spending money on fancy parties and clothes while we're struggling to get by. It's like she has forgotten about us entirely. I don't know if things will ever get better. A laughingstock at school. Hey Trash, how are you doing? No money to pay debts. No money to pay rent. No money to pay bills. Our survival depends on my parents' family. Or, for now at least. My wavy black hair covers my pale-looking skin as my face tilts against the ground. Wrinkled clothes like a curled-up paper picked from the bin. The bag on my back feels bigger than me. The small shoes on my small feet feel heavy with every step I take towards the school gate. I arrive on time, open the gate and go in. Haha, whatcha, look at that. It's the ugly duck. Haha. You're nothing but a worthless piece of trash, living in this garbage dump of a life. No wonder nobody wants anything to do with you. You're a joke. I go in. Ha. Shamelessly walking in even after all of this. Then what do you want me to do? Well, I guess this is the daughter of a drunkard and... Shut up. Who the hell are you to badmouth someone else's parents? What did you spout? Garbage dump of a life? A worthless piece of trash? A joke? Those who have a mouth like yours are the most despicable and crazy types of people. I lost my cool that time. How dare this rat? She kicked me. After her kick, I grabbed her by the collar. I couldn't take it anymore. You just love to target the weak. How about coming at a stronger opponent the next time to test your strength for real? The fight started and I got expelled for being wronged and had to change schools. 6 years later. Right now, I'm trying my best to survive in this cruel world, taunting my every last breath and every last minute as I continue my school life in my miserable world. Now, I will introduce you to these 3 formulas essential for your exam. The first one is CnH2n plus 2 and because my life is exactly like such chemistry formulas. Messed up. Cruel. Ophelia. What should I do? Ophelia. I want to be invisible. Ophelia. Sorry, teacher, I didn't hear you call my name. Ha. The whole class is laughing. So hard. As I begin to shrink. Well, you should stay more awake in class and pay attention. Yes, I will from now on, don't worry. That's good to hear. Now solve this formula for me. Ha. But how? When I'm unable to solve my life's formula. When my whole life is chemistry itself. I don't know, sir, sorry. If this happens again, I will not let it slide. You will be standing outside the classroom until the next lesson. Yes, sorry. She only knows how to be sorry. Later in class. Well, that will be the end of today's lesson. You are free to go now. It is time for the lunch break. Yeah. Finally. Let's go together. It seems she will be alone again. Ignore her. We should not get involved. Rumor goes she lives in the garbage and her parents are aloof. I heard she even beat up her senior classmate in middle school and got expelled. I went there as well, that's how I know it. My thoughts wander. You have nothing nice to say. Then don't say anything. What a monster to hit an upperclassman. Right? Let's get some food from the canteen. Yes. Let's go. No one thinks before saying anything. Before even analyzing. Anything. At all. I go to the canteen to get a bite of something enough to give me a drop of energy. Hello, what would you like to eat? The girl next in line slightly laughs. Rats. What? I feel a sudden scar, imprinting my body. Slowly. Excuse me, but can you not talk to me like this? I'm done. I'm so done. She must be angry right now. She looks annoyed. Why? How dare a loser tell me what to do and not? I will have some soup with bread, please. Here you are. Thank you. Please enjoy your meal. Yes. I will, ma'am. The girl seems stung by displeasing. I slide back my chair and sit down chewing food. I hear faint footsteps. Never mind. Flash. I feel steamed food and drops of soup raining down on me. Who the hell do you believe yourself to be ignoring me, huh? It is hot. Hot, hot, hot. Burning. Stinging. Very stinging. I, in a rush, stand up from my chair and run. Run. To the washroom with no second thought, as the acid from my tears goes down my throat and sears everything. After coming to the washroom, my hands reach the null handle to turn it on. The lukewarm water. As I clean myself with my dry hands, countless thoughts fill my mind. What is this place I'm living? Wait. Living? I don't even know the meaning of this word anymore. Maybe I'm just following the rules of the girl trapped in my soul. I look up in the mirror. I see a crying girl practicing smiles. Practicing smiles. Her eyes are gloomy, yet the corners of her mouth must be taped up. A few strands of her hair look dry and dead, as if they will one by one lose color. Although her skin is fair and clear, it still looks half-wrinkled. Each wrinkle is a flaw in her presence. I splash cold water on my face, neaten myself, and walk out. After lunch break. Oh, look at her. She dares show her face even after being humiliated. She truly has no self-respect. I shrug my shoulders, notebook tightly squeezed between my arms as I navigate through the crowd of students. Pathetic loser. A weakling with no senses. Aren't you guys being too obvious? My hands place the notebook on the desk as I bend my knees and sit down. Today, we all will have desk mates, new seats. And so my classmates look for where they will be seated and with whom. I hope everything goes well because my winters have increased. Summer feels too far. Hey Mud, it seems we will be desk mates from now on. Let's have some fun together. I feel sad. But I won't cry. Can't. I just can't. It's the number 1 rule. I clench my fists, bite the inner part of my lip, and look up at her. My name is Philia, and so please refrain from calling me out using such nicknames if possible. Can't. Mud is mud and a slob is a slob. Do you ever call dirt clean? No, right? That's how it is. Their tones are as ever the same, taunting. I muster up some courage to say a few words. Did I ever do you any harm? You? Harming me? How ridiculous. Then, why do you hate me so much? Would you like it if a flaw appearing from nowhere disturbed your peaceful world? So, what you are saying is that you don't like me here and see me as a flaw. You certainly are clever, aren't you? Don't worry, I won't bother you. You seem to know your place for someone who came from a loathful background. Hey everyone! Class is starting. Up with your phones and back to your seats so we can begin our lesson for today. Yes, teacher. Huh? Hey, you've got yourself quite an outdated phone, huh? Now look at the blackboard, everyone. Here is written what we will be doing today. Today, your group project will be starting. Your topic is how to get rid of unwanted garbage on the beach and protect the earth. For this project, you will be working in groups which I already have made for you. Here is the list. Take a look, then find your group and start. Looks like we're in the same group, Mud. And the topic is also about you, so how about you take care of it for us? Maybe I should stop focusing on their words and instead look for the reason behind it, and this might be the right time for it, becoming closer. Well, it's normal for anyone to distance themselves from people like me, right? Could be that they treat me this way because of the fear of being left behind by our class for being close to someone like me. But I will only do my part. Being too kind will do nothing but worsen things. Sure. Telling them this is probably going to be a bad idea. The school time has ended. I have reached home and I'm about to ring the doorbell. Crash. What's this sound? Where did you go? Why are you home so late? What's that got to do with you? All you can do is drink yourself full. Don't interfere with my business. What did you spout? Oh, it's Mom and Dad. They are fighting again. I close my eyes and open the door. Hopefully they are in their room. I run upstairs to my room, close the door, shut my eyes, and cover my ears. You might be thinking why I'm not interfering. Well, truth is, I tried before, both when I was a kid and later. I always got beat up trying to save Mom from Dad when he was drunk. Even though Mom didn't care about me, I still wanted our family to be like all the other happy kids' families in this world. But you damn brat. Who are you to intervene in adult matters? You need to be taught a lesson. It has been some time since, hasn't it? Dark bruises would always cover my body on those days. Like tattoos. It's quiet now. I stand up carefully, open the door, and walk out. The entrance is empty, so I check the room and worry. The house feels like a battlefield after the storm, eerily silent yet heavy with lingering tension. I always try to tape the broken pieces in the hope of regaining my happy family. But it is stolen by bottles of alcohol and the relentless chase for money. I step into the room, the remnants of their fights scattered around like the fragments of our lives. I want to believe that somehow we can find our way back to those happier times. But each day that hope fades a little more, buried under the weight of shattered dreams and broken promises. The bruises on my skin may fade, but the scars on my heart remain, a constant reminder of the family we once were and the nightmare we have become. Dad is sitting on the plastic chair next to the table full of broken glass pieces, filling his cup with alcohol. He looks at me, the tensions of his life showing in his pupils. His brown eyes have lost their glimmer, becoming deep dull wood dots, as if he is drained of all his emotions. His skin is dry, rough, and wrinkled as if it was used to dust the ground. His fingers cling to the bottle, explaining his dead eyes, the city of his heart where he lives. Watch a look. It's your daughter, old man. Ha. It hurts. Seeing him like this. Where did my dad go? Mom's shoes are not in place. She must have gone to her friends to stay the night. I sometimes want to jump from the first floor. Next day. It's morning and no one wakes me up anymore like in the past. It all started when Dad was framed at his job. After he was fired because of the rumors and mockery, he couldn't find another good job. Each interview brought up the framing incident. Over time, he began smoking, and from that point on, things only got worse. Mom was always careless, but after Dad started coming home drunk, it had a big effect on her. Her absence in my life as a mother left a hole in me. Sometimes she'd be kind and sweet, and sometimes she'd be so violent that she'd hit me. It was as if she was traumatized. She became unstable, and to pass the time, she started working. But Dad didn't stop. He became addicted, and so Mom started spending all her money on parties and shopping, and the situation at home worsened. We couldn't pay the house rent, bills, and other expenses, so her family began supporting us. They have been very nice, giving me a glimmer of hope in this bleak world. All I can do is collect the broken glass pieces of the framed family photo we once were. I feel like I'm the moon waiting for the sun, a new dawn yet to come. Maybe I can figure things out when I'm older. Yeah, older, it sounds more like a decisive word now, a joke through a poker face that anyone can make. I sometimes want to cry my eyes out, and sometimes I just want to become the first happy picture of the gallery with a forever taped smile. You know, my world, don't you, ha? It feels suffocating to even mention, but it's not the fairy tale world every child yearns for. Mine ended too soon before I could touch or feel it. I feel trapped inside a snow globe. The penguin that was supposed to be in there has now become me. I don't know what to do or what to say anymore. I cry, cry, and cry deep, deep inside my heart to get my old family back. When the forest of memories from back then comes to me like a giant wave of the ocean eating children, I ponder with thoughts like, when was I ever a child? How does it feel to be one? 'Cause my childhood was a small dot that became a full stop later on. The shark was too hungry. I stand up from the floor. I go to the kitchen with walls full of yellow shades. The paint has worn out, which never was renewed. My hands touch the handle of the fridge. It's sticky. I look around to find something to clean with. There's nothing. Nothing at all except the dirty piece of cloth next to the sink, filled with unclean dishes. My eyes catch the sight of paper, kitchen paper, the last one left. I'm wetting it a little bit to clean the handle. I hope I can find something to eat. The fridge is empty and only expired food can be found. It also stinks. I should get myself used to going to school on an empty stomach. I go back to my room to get dressed. Ah, my uniform. Still dirty from yesterday's mess. I don't even have the money to use the washing machine. I suppose I'll have to wash it by hand, but then it won't be able to dry till tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to clean it with a wet tissue. I didn't have the time to clean it up properly at school. What should I do with the wet spots? The students in my class will laugh at me again if I go like this. Well, never mind, it's not like I can do something about it. I brush my hair, put my shoes on, and get ready to leave. I'm going to college now, Mom and Dad. Mom's shoes are not in place. It seems she didn't come back home after last night. I open the door and go out. School. I open the door to my class. Flash. I'm all wet. Cold water mixed with salty tears is dripping down. Why am I crying? I should be used to this treatment by now. Looser. 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 I look at the teacher. He's waiting until it's over. Right now, I should think about what to do next. I go to the principal's office to borrow a uniform. A few minutes later. Look at her, she must have begged the principal to let her borrow a uniform. You're right. She's a beggar after all. It's okay, Ophelia, endure it for just a few more years. There's not much time left anyway. Teacher knocks on the blackboard. Okay, everyone, continue your things later. Pay attention in class right now. A teacher is supposed to take care of his students, but he's only a loan shark. So, what I was saying was that this question here, should you know the answer of without having to think too much because, and therefore, teacher is talking and everyone is listening with masks of different designs and colors on their faces. Knock, knock. Wait a minute. Come in. I am Jasmine from the principal's office. I got a call from Ophelia Marlowe's home. Can I borrow her? Yes. Ophelia, you can go. I stand up from my chair and walk over to her. She has a fake smile on her face. Something is wrong. She closes the door and we walk out of the school. I see a car, I guess we'll ride that. It's my first time. Where are we going, Miss Jasmine? I got a call from your mother. She said something happened to your father and told me to bring you there. We are going to the hospital right now. A call from my mom. A flashback from back then comes to mind. Don't call me mother. I regret giving birth to you. 'Cause ever since you were born, your dad lost his job. And we became poor. You're cursed. No. She's not my mom, just a lady who once was my mom. A few minutes later. We have arrived. Here, come out. I've distracted myself looking out the window the whole time, trying not to breathe too deeply in the car. I feel a bit sick inside. Are you okay? She has the door open for me. Ah, yes. Yes. I follow her. Mom is sitting on the bench. Mom. She looks up at me. Huh? One side of her cheek is swollen. What happened this time? How far did it go? I, with my hand wrapped over my wrist, walk towards her and sit down not too close to her. What? What happened this time, Mom? She gives me a side glare. He was drunk again when I came home. He saw the shopping bags with dresses in my hands and raged. But what happened to Dad? I think. Why is Dad here in the hospital, Mom? When he slapped me, I got angry and pushed him, which made him fall and hit his head on the broken alcohol bottles on the ground and bleed. It must have been excruciating for Dad. I think as my thoughts wander again. The doctor is here. Mom stands up. How is he? We did our best to stop the bleeding, but he had already lost too much blood before coming here. I'm sorry, we tried our best to save him. There are no expressions on Mom's face. I see dark circles under her eyes, which she hid under a layer of concealer. I wish I could conceal the dark past of my dad using a concealer as well, so he could at least smile. I walk over to the doctor. Can I go in and see him? Yes, you can. Even though he became a stranger not long after giving me a few words as sugar spoons, he was still my dad. Another flashback comes to mind. You're my lovely daughter, my little princess. Do you love me, Dad? Yes, a lot. Your little princess lost her whole kingdom because the king retired Dad. Before, there was a chance of him returning, but now he's completely gone. You couldn't stand a trial, huh, Dad? If I could stop time, and had I known my family would turn out this way, I would have stopped time in our happiest moment together. May God have mercy on you and forgive you for your sins. Goodbye, Dad. After the funeral. Mom and I are back from the funeral and are sitting in the room face to face. Dear, how is school going? The word dear she used raises silent questions in my mind. Dear, why are you asking me this question? And you don't even have a mother-like expression on your face. Do you care? Normal. It is normal for me now. Listen, dear, I know I couldn't be the best mother for you, but you must become strong, learn to live in this world, and always be happy. But I still have you right now, Mom, right? I can't always be there for you, can I? I also have a life, and when Mom speaks like this, I feel she already has a plan set for herself. And what will you do when you are all by yourself one day? Are you tired of me now, Mom? Oh my God. Why the hell are you asking so many questions? Here. Take this. What's this? I saved some money from work in case something was to happen. Don't waste it and use it for good. But why are you giving? Can't you just take it and be grateful? Why are you suddenly talking when you have been quiet all this time? She pushes the table aside and sets her hands on my shoulders. Mom, what's wrong? Her grip is tight and her beauty nails are trying to poke my skin. It hurts. Her voice is stammering. Ah, look at me. You want your mom to be like before, right? Then you must listen to her. You understand me, right? Mom, are you okay? You're scaring me, Mom. Your hands, please let go, it hurts. What? You're still damn thinking about yourself. You don't care about your mom's pain but yours. You ungrateful child. Her voice is heavy and loud, piercing through the silence like a sharp scream. She slaps me. Now she stands up and takes a few walks in this room in circles. Now she sits down in front of me again. I'm sorry, dear, for hitting you suddenly. It must have hurt a lot. But you understand me, right? 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 You know I didn't hit you because I hate you, right? Right? She's doing that again. You know what, Mom? I won't keep you to myself anymore. I won't be selfish. Go live the happy life you pictured without me. I look outside at the broken window. It's night. I bring a pillow for it to drink my bitter tears and a blanket to keep myself warm. Next morning. It's morning, I get up to get ready for another day of the endless winter nights. It's 1st of December, so the room feels chilly to walk in, but I'm not getting the shivers because I live in the land of snowy days, because I'm trapped inside a snow globe in place of the penguin. I walk towards the bathroom to wash my face. But I can only wash my face with the water and not the unstoppable drops of blood leaking from the inside, from the wounds of the little me. My dead eyes catch the sight of something white lying on the table. As soon as I touch that piece of not my tired, countlessly broken heart feels uncomfortable. I open the note and read, "Hello dear, I hope you will understand my sudden leave. I know life has been very difficult for you, but you are my brave daughter, right? Then prove it. I have found someone who I think will understand me and give me the life I have longed for. You wanted Mom to be happy too, right? I will come pick you up once I've settled my new life with him. Goodbye and take care until then. Please forgive your mom this last time." How am I supposed to react to this letter? Can I break the rule I made and cry out everything inside for the last time? But will it really be the last time? Before I make my choice whether to cry or not, the tears fall and thunder strikes my heart. After Dad died, you were the only hope I had left. Why? Just why? Why did you retire from your role as a mother? Was I not good enough? Was I too noisy and annoying? But I stayed quiet and demanded nothing so you wouldn't go, so why? Why? Ah! I really loved you both and missed you so much because you were only there like soulless dolls, not humans. I became an orphan way before today. On the day my parents became like dolls to me was I abandoned in my own house. I always yearned for my parents to show me their sweet smile again, which came from the heart and wasn't a mask with many layers. I always yearned for them to look at me with pure eyes, sometimes looking at me with care, worries, and sympathy, and sometimes looking at me with love and affection with no reason but me. But I guess it was also important for me to experience it all at once like a roller coaster. I guess it was also important to first feel how it is to be adorned and then how it feels to be wounded by the same jewelry that once adorned you and gave you the title of a little princess and made you the beloved child jumping with plushies and playing with dolls. Later, I had to throw the dolls and play a game of truth or dare with myself, and had to survive under the blanket of our forever past-born memories. After Mom left, I found myself a part-time job after many rejections to earn enough to feed myself. My school life continued as it was. The bullying didn't stop and only worsened. But the girl, haunted by her nightmares, always drinking her tears, learned how to heal herself even in the darkest room, learned how to find the key to the locked door. All the experiences taught her so many things about this world, and she forcefully taught herself how to be her own shield and not wait for someone else to come to save you when there is clearly no hope, not a single drop. Then she made a dictionary for herself and wrote the words confidence and belief in it. Although I became an adult at a young age, or you could say I had to, although the dreams I had could not become reality, my life taught me a lot of things about myself and about survival itself. Many questions arose in me, as the story of my life was unraveling before my eyes, which I never imagined would turn out this way. Why did sadness keep knocking on the door of my happiness, when I never opened the door for it, not even once? So why? Why did my home become the mouth of a shark? What did I do wrong? And I would also ask Mom and Dad questions inside me. Why did you turn my life into a chemistry formula? Why did I have to become the outcome of your wrongdoings? Why did I have to tolerate all that? And all the why questions would fill me every day. Time passed somehow and I graduated from high school, but Mom, she didn't keep her promise to pick me up. She abandoned me once again. My isolation in the snow globe shaped me and stuck the stickers of all the emotions of a miserable child on the walls of my heart and painted all the colors of thoughts of an abandoned, destroyed child in my mind. I could finally swim in the ocean of my tears. I could finally shake off the words of other people, filled with mockery and teasing. Even after going through all of this, I would call myself lucky because not everyone who goes through these experiences finds their way to a better life. Some filters in the middle, some become shapeless forever, and some lose the ability to understand, feel, love, and heal. and take on the same life their parents did. I must say to those who have parents who love them endlessly and unconditionally that they should be nothing but grateful for that. 'Cause I, who did not get to experience that, knows how hard it is to blow back the candle that goes out many times. Treasure these small moments while you still have them, while these two people are there for you, alive and not just a fallen doll. Instead of complaining about their endless questions about where you went, what you do, how you are, and all the other questions that could come, take good care of them, and whenever you feel angry or upset, think of the moments they sacrificed themselves for you. Think about the moments they forgot about themselves for you. Gender does not matter, it's the willpower that does. So remember to say I love you, and don't just let those be false words but act on them as well. Parents should have a strong bond with their children. No matter how many hardships may come along the way, patience and hard work are what life asks for. Children are not given the attention that love they want, then they ask it from someone else, and some also lose their heart completely, that they don't even want anything at all and become psychological patients lying in the hospital bed. They don't know how to handle problems in their relationships or future relationships. Be a good example. If you want your child to open up to you, to share their feelings, their problems with you, then erase that fear that might have settled inside them, and show them that you can be both their parents and friends and their everything. And teach them about give and take, and about how to swim in the ocean of shadows, pain, betrayal, agony, and loneliness. How to fight their inner demons that might try to provoke them. Some years later, I somehow got married to a man named Tamor, who became the source of happiness in my empty, colorless, miserable world. He and I are quite alike because we both became early orphans yearning for an accepting hand. I knew nothing about right and wrong, nothing about how to live life on the right path because I belonged to a broken family. But he taught me everything. I always wanted someone who would accept me and love me. And so did he. God is always there watching over you and never leaves you alone. Ophelia, I, as your husband, life companion, and someone who loves you with his whole heart, will always make you happy and be there for you. I won't let tears decorate your eyes, I will always wipe them for you. Huh? Ah, I will be grateful for that, thank you. Come, let's go home, it's quite chilly. You might catch a cold. If you're good, then good will come to find you one day. My eyes suddenly catch sight of a well-known presence and ache. Mom, what's wrong, Ophelia? Where are you looking? Tamor. Look, it's Mom. It's my mom. Catch your breath, Ophelia. Calm down, okay? Her clothes and looks are completely different. I go over to her. I have so many questions to ask. Ophelia, wait. Mom, where have you been this whole time? Why didn't you come for me? Mom, what's all this about? Do you know her, Sabrina? The man talking right now is the one Mom's trying to build a new life using a fake name, in an identity full of lies. She is clenching her fists, trembling slightly, and looks shocked. That man looks rich, judging by his expensive watch and well-off suit. Mom! Shut up! Who do you think you're calling Mom? Who are you? Get away from me. How shameless! Do you not have any manners? Let's go, Christoph. My eyes go blank. And my heart sinks. Her words of excluding me from her life send immense pain to the core of my body. That name. He's the man everyone has been talking about these days. They say that he's often seen in public bars with other women by his side. She's leaving me, her daughter, for someone like him? I have a question inside me deep down that I need to ask her, or else I will be restless. Tears envelop my eyes. Mom, don't worry, I won't bother you. But a few questions that have lingered in my heart for so long. And now I can't help but ask you, so please answer. Did you ever love me? Did you ever try to rebuild our broken family? Why did you only spend money on yourself? Why did you stay indifferent even after Dad left us forever? Did you not hear me? I'm not your mom. Go spout such nonsense elsewhere. She comes closer to me and leans forward towards my ear. She's whispering. Go live your life like before. Quiet mouse that knows nothing. I have lived a hectic life because of you all this time. Ever since your birth, nothing good has happened. Stop cursing my life and spare me for once. Now scram. You don't know me. Understood. My mind travels to the labyrinth of my lost thoughts. Mom, I would have been happy if you had just lied to me telling me you love me. At least I wouldn't have to kill the little me inside me crying and yearning for her stolen mom like a beggar. My breath becomes unstable as I speak again. I understand. You have no daughter and I have no mother. We are dead for each other. I don't think I will ever stop asking for you, but I'll try not to miss you too much. Sorry for ruining your life. Goodbye, I hope you'll be happy. Come, Ophelia, let's go now. Tamor, I don't know what to do anymore. He gently wipes my tears. I know, but I will always be here for you. Why is my life so difficult? Ophelia, let me tell you something. Life comes like a package with everything, full of trials, pain, and hardships. Our job is to overcome them. Happy moments come as well, but night will be there too. But you will not be alone, I will always have your back. Let's go home and make sweet hot cocoa for each other and make our own happiness. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tamor, for never leaving me alone. Don't thank me, true love never stops nor halts. He holds my hands as we walk home,